United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres was in Kyiv Thursday, even as Russians bombarded the Ukrainian capital. As Ukraine enters a third month of fighting back the unprovoked Russian invasion, more help could be arriving soon from the United States. U.S. President Joe Biden asked Congress for an additional $33 billion in assistance.
The cost of this fight is not cheap, but caving to aggression is going to be more costly if we allow it to happen. We either back Ukrainian people as they defend their country, or we stand by as the Russians continue their atrocities and aggression in Ukraine.
The $13.6 billion in assistance already authorized by U.S. lawmakers has nearly run out, the White House said Thursday.
We want to be able to continue to provide a range of security and military assistance to the Ukrainians. Now, we strategically front-loaded the military and security assistance we were providing a couple of weeks ago, expedited the delivery of it, because we knew that as Russia was repositioning in the east and really changing their strategic approach to focus on the Donbass, they would need that on the front end.
This new aid would include $8.5 billion in economic assistance, $3 billion in humanitarian aid, and $20 billion in military aid.
The Russians, as you would imagine, will continue to try to find ways to take out all of their air defense capabilities. And we need to stay focused on this. We need to make sure that we're providing them the capability to replenish those air defense capabilities if they are taken out. So this is a work in progress.
The new White House proposal for assistance also calls on the U.S. and international partners to hold the Russian government and oligarchs accountable for the war in Ukraine.
We're talking about the oligarchs and the yachts and the villas and bank accounts and so forth. But if we accept that principle, do you think it might also apply to state assets? For example, the much larger amount of money that has been frozen around the world belonging to the Russian central bank?
In short, yes. And this is one of the things that we've asked our own lawyers to look at, which is what authorities would be needed potentially to seize those assets.
The Biden administration has strong bipartisan support on Capitol Hill for sending more aid. On Thursday, the U.S. House of Representatives passed legislation expediting the process for sending U.S. weapons to Ukraine.
I strongly support this bill, which streamlines existing defense authorities to enable the president to enter into a lend-lease agreement directly with Ukraine and Eastern European countries. I know I speak for my Republican colleagues in expressing my wholehearted support for the people of Ukraine as they defend themselves and their democracy against Vladimir Putin's atrocities.
As millions flee Ukraine and reports of Russian atrocities mount, U.S. lawmakers are aware of the urgency for action.
This is a moment of grave emergency in Ukraine as Putin's army continues to bomb hospitals and schools, rape and assault women, and murder the civilian population.
Biden's request is not expected to face any significant opposition when Congress takes it up for consideration. Catherine Gibson, VOA News, Washington.